Hey, Sam Cummings, welcome. You have arrived. We are here. The hackathon is upon us. This is an opportunity that I know you've been working on, thinking about for about weeks now, but the moment's at hand, and I'm here to help make sure you can capitalize on that moment. Vibe coding, developing, product making, all these things are in a new space. Anyone who can willing to learn and wants to put something to practice can take advantage of the modern technology in novel ways. And that's what this hackathon is all about. So to kick us off today, what I'm going to be doing is providing videos today, and then the team and I will be providing videos all throughout the hackathon that help you take most advantage of the technology to bring that idea to life. So for this session, to start us off, what I'm going to dig into is a really practical thing. How do I come up with the right idea? Some of you might already have ideas, but regardless, this is going to give you what you need to really take that idea to the next level or find that gem that'll help you really bring something to life. So with that said, I'm going to share my screen. Let's walk through a couple things together. So to get started, we're going to do a couple steps here. And I'm going to walk through the steps first just so you can follow along, and then we're going to actually do them live. I'm essentially grabbing some data. So we have phenomenal data that was provided by the city of Montgomery. You'll be able to go get that data. Once you have that data, you can then upload that into an LLM and ask it to think about that data. This is essentially priming the AI. Once I've primed it, then I can ask it to create ideas. Again, if I just went to say make ideas, it can still work. But by taking a step to prime it, then ask it for the ideas, you're giving the AI the ability to do extra work, but give you an extra output. So when we think about the question we're going to ask, we're essentially ask the AI to generate ideas, but not stop there. The key is we need to have the AI be able to rank its ideas. Because if it just comes up with ideas and that's it, that's one thing. But how do we look at the top ideas, rank them, and then generate new ones? You're going to go deeper into what's possible. So let's dig into this together. I'm going to go first to the open data portal for Montgomery data that they've provided, and then scroll down. If I scroll down here, you'll see there's multiple sources. Let me go ahead and grab some planning and development data. This is going to give me access to data like business licenses, downtown permits, visitor trends. Let's say I'm interested in making a visitor app that looks at visitor trend performance. Let's just say that's what I was thinking about. I can just click on visitor trends, and now I'm looking at this dashboard. And in this dashboard, I'm able to see some data. Then there's so much I can do from here. But just to get us started, the most simple thing you could do, you could take a screenshot, or you can highlight the text just by scrolling down on the screen and copy all the text. Now, this isn't going to be perfect. It's not going to give you everything, but it might give you enough of a start to get going. And so just by taking this text and then going into ChatGPT and saying something like, can you review the following data and pull out any use cases that make sense and are unique to deliver based on that data provided. Then I just threw that data in there. Now, again, I didn't take the actual pool of all the data, but I just took a quick snapshot of it. And I got some things that maybe would allow for me to get started. And what this is going to do now is allow the AI to look through the use cases. What are some initial thoughts? How do I leverage it? What does it mean? And then from here, I'm going to ask it to generate the ideas. So let's take this first step. We got some ideas. This is good. Again, I can look through maybe some of them I think are interesting, etc. I'm essentially getting the engine to start thinking. Once it's starting to think, now I can go to the next level. I can say, I can ask, can you make a new list of top 10 ideas that leverage the data and allow for us to deliver? And here's the important part, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So what you're going to say is JS, web app that is running 100% client side. Why this is important is this is going to allow for you to have the AI to give you ideas that don't require a complex architecture to bring to life. This is a hackathon. You want to move fast. You want something you can really bring to life that you can deploy. Now, if you are more technical, maybe you have a lot more skill sets under the hood working with back-end systems, go ahead and do what you do. But if you're not in that space, or even if you are capable, but you want to move fast, being able to build a client-side web app is a great place to start. Now, client-side web apps are essentially running only in your browser. There's no separate server that it's talking to get the data and do things. You can link and pull data from different sources, like talk to an LLM or scrape a website. There's things you can do. Shout out to Bright Data. But the thing that the application is doing that's unique is it's fully enclosed in the browser. So when I put that in there, that's going to change the type of ideas that are viable. And so in this example, I say, I have what I have. Can you use the following data to do it? And I give it the same data that I gave before. This is going to give me 10 ideas. Once I get these ideas, now I can say to the system, I want you to create a frame of reference of those ideas and give me more. So I can say something like, can you rank all of the ideas out of 10 on 7 measures and normalize the score to 100. This is essentially setting a floor, because before it just generated ideas. But to be able to go through and actually analyze those ideas, see how they rank to each other, then you can ask it to take that floor and build another level on top. Now, this is going to look at all the ideas, review how they are, look at them in different strengths. You notice that I didn't tell it how to score it. I didn't say rank them on usability, perception, how well they run, size of build. I just asked it to come up with its own. But if you already have ideas, you can inject them in here. Instead of saying, hey, come up with ideas, you can say, hey, here's the idea I'm looking to build. What are 5 or 6 ways to build upon this? Once this exists, then I can say, can you now give me 5 more ideas that score higher than the best idea? Boom. By asking it to give me ideas that score better than the best idea, I now have a new list of ideas that are probably more performant. If you have a team, I recommend doing this together, having one person kind of running the show. You guys talk about it. And then if you can, create your own instance, a new instance of ChatGPT, and share it amongst each other so you all can access the same stuff. If you can't do that, one great thing you could do, if you didn't know, you can actually share any ChatGPT chat. And this will at least let you all carry the information, read it, instead of all being locked into one screen. So if I click the share button here, I can click share, and then I can actually take this link and give this link to one of my teammates. We can put it in a Google Doc. We can have a separate message channel for ourselves in Slack. All opportunities are for you to explore. But what this is going to give you now is the ability for you to cook up these ideas and then bring them to a place to where you have a fleshed out use case. So this step now gives me the idea. I can go through, look at them, find ones I think are interesting. The next thing I'm going to do is where the magic happens. I'm going to ask, can you take let's pick one. Let's just say the retail node dispatch. Let's just say, can you take the retail node dispatch optimizer and generate a fully detailed PRD. So remember, PRD is product requirements document for this idea, and save it to a .md file. And the key here is I'm gonna say create it as a product that can be run 100%. Remember the one? Client side only web app. And this, again, allows you to continue to go fast, not have a complex architecture, but bring great ideas to life. Now say, go. What this is going to do is take everything about that idea, the top one that was ranked, and then go deeper on that idea and really flesh out how it should work, how it should look, what functionality it should have. This is where you're going to get going. And so this is going to make a PRD. Once it's generated, I can take that PRD or product requirements doc and then putting that into AI Studio to start to make my first actual web app. So we're going to use AI Studio for the next segment here. I'm going to show you how to do that. Stick around. Everything you're seeing, you can find way more resources, way more content in the Gen AI Academy. That's our academy that is personally brought to life by us for you. So I guarantee you, if you want to make the most of this hackathon, if you want to win, you will want to be in the academy because there's so many resources there that are going to give you a level up. Well, hey, this is session 1 of a 2-part series. I'll see y'all in a second when we want to put it to use, huh?